Hi, and welcome to day 4 of the 5-day challenge, Healthy Lunch Challenge. Today's one is, for me, a little bit more exciting because it's a Sunday, so I'm doing it for the whole family, and it's a deconstructed, if you like, spring roll salad. It will be had with a protein, which is chicken, but that will be separate to the actual salad. I want to focus on the salad, and then if you want to add a protein, you can. But the actual meal has got, I think, quite a nice full array of all the flavors and all the nutrients that are needed. The reason for doing this is because when we're doing healthy food, very often we get into a rut of only doing the same food the whole time until we become so bored with it that all we want to do is break out and have something really unhealthy and decadent and so on. And this salad today just helps curb that kind of craving. We can have fun with healthy food. And this one, I would never do it on a weekday because there is a bit more preparation. But for a weekend, a little bit of extra time, and you can make enough. If it's just for you, you can make enough for 2 days if you like, or you can have a whole family around. Um, the veggies do remain crisp. So, if people have issues with their mouth, it's just to be aware of that. There's is nuts in it, but people with a nut allergy, again, is it a ground nut or a tree nut allergy? Because very often people are allergic to ground nuts, but they can still eat tree nuts. But just to make you aware that maybe this particular meal, if there are any of those issues for you, would be to find an alternative. If so, let's talk about it on the WhatsApp group. I notice that people are quite shy to talk on it. It's okay if you haven't started. Uh, it's your challenge. It's not as if we're competing against each other. It's your challenge for eating a healthier lunch. And I think Korja said it so well when she said, I normally don't eat a healthy lunch, and this has just given the inspiration to do that. So there we go. It's almost like a challenge on your own terms. But I would encourage you to participate. Uh, the WhatsApp group does give a place for us to just say, look, I had to do this differently, or how would I combat this kind of food intolerance, to make this particular dish work for me. We've got a lot of people on this group who are very knowledgeable, and so let's share that knowledge. So that's just my encouragement for today. As you know, every meal I do like to have a herb, and today's one is green onion. Green onion, again, is fresh. I use it quite a lot, especially in raw food salads. I prefer it very often to another onion. Red onion is also, every onion is so different. But with the green onion, it's got vitamin C and vitamin K. So it can help with bone strengthening, those nutrients. It's also is very helpful for people with sugar that is up and down. I'm not going to say like with sugar diabetes, because I would say if you do have sugar diabetes, it would be something to add to your food plan. It would be helpful for you. It also does help with blood circulation. There's a lot of really good benefits to the green onion. But then, of course, there's a lot of benefits to eating nutrition dense food. And today's one is definitely nutrition dense. Having said that, it also would be like I will be making for 4 people today. So it's going to be a much bigger salad, and the nuts that are used, I'm using cashew nuts mainly because that is my enjoyment. I will have almonds most of the time, but the cashew nut is kind of like my treat, if you like. So I'm putting it into the meal, and I'm also using, instead of using peanut butter, I'm using tahini. Tahini is full of lecithin, very good for us, and especially if you're not egg eaters, then of course the sesame is a very good substitute for the lecithin that people will find in eggs. It's also got sesame oil. So if you don't like the taste of sesame oil, maybe swap it out and use, I don't know, like coconut aminos if you like, or maybe some just like olive oil or avocado oil. But when it comes to this particular dish, I enjoy the sesame oil because it's got that flavor, that infusion of flavor, which goes so well with this deconstructed spring roll. So having said all that, I wish you well. The recipe will follow, and let me know how you enjoyed this one. This one for me, you can see I'm licking my lips because it's a treat for me, this one, because it's got this lovely sesame rich sauce that makes it a lovely saucy salad. So you've got the crunch, you've got the sweetness, you've got a little bit of warmth, and a little bit of bitter from the onion. So it's doing a whole lot for our taste buds, which means that different receptors are being woken up, which means that more nutrients are being activated, if you like. Sorry, I'm looking at myself again, but I apologize for that. So yes, let me know if how you enjoy it. And at the end of the 5-day challenge, I'd like to know for you, which salad did you enjoy the most? If you're only starting, like there's Logos who's only starting on Monday, and I know there's a couple of other ladies who are busy and maybe starting a bit later. It's fine, not a problem. I will leave the WhatsApp group open for another week because I would love us to be able to share our experience. I'd love to know what you thought of day 2, because day 2, I think personally that it needed a bigger protein. I found that I was quite hungry after that. And day 3, I thoroughly enjoyed the rice salad, so I'd love to know your thoughts on that one. And then, of course, today is the deconstructed spring roll. So I'm going to say bon appetit now, and again, of course, at the end. And yes, enjoy this recipe. Hello, and today is day 4 of our 5-day challenge. And today's salad is going to just be a little bit extra. It does take a bit more preparation. And the reason for this is that we started on Thursday so that we could have the weekend. It's Sunday today, and it's a beautiful day just to spoil yourself in the healthiest way possible. So we're going to do what's called a spring roll salad. So it's almost like a deconstructed spring roll, if you like. We've got the rice noodles. Rice, remember, is gluten-free. So that is where this is helping us in our health journey. Then we've got the nuts. I've used cashews. Not as healthy as, say, almonds, but you can use cashews or almonds or peanuts if you know that the peanuts are from a reputable source. Then we've got carrots, red cabbage, cucumber, and green onion. These are our vegetables. The green onion is the herb for the day. And then we've got the sauce ingredients, which is, I'm using a kombucha vinegar, but you can use a rice vinegar. Here, the apple cider vinegar would be too strong. So it's rice vinegar or kombucha vinegar. Inside here is garlic powder and ginger powder. Then we've got sesame oil, soy sauce. I'm using hoisin, but you can use sriracha or any of those kind of sauces just to add a little bit of spicy flavor to it. And either peanut butter from a reputable source, make sure that it's sugar-free and salt-free. But I prefer using tahini. Tahini for me has got the sesame seed, which is lecithin, which is another way of getting the lecithin in if you don't have eggs. So there we go. Come back. I'll be back once I've cut everything up. I'm going to be preparing the rice noodles, and all it means is they're in boiling water, cooking for 3 minutes. That's it. If you want them a bit softer, you can leave them for 5 minutes. The rest of the stuff will be chopped up, including the nuts. Okay, I'll be back. All right, so here we have everything chopped up. I'm going to do this part of the salad, and then we'll make the sauce. So the first thing is, here are the rice noodles. That is like, say, one cake. You know, because it's so thin, they fold it into almost like cake. It looks like ramen, but it's not. It's like same as the angel vermicelli. Same idea. So there's just one. It is quite a lot, but as I said, it's for the family. Then we can add the carrot. We want all these lovely rainbow colors. The more colors, the more nutrients. Then the carrots. And let's add the cucumber. The nuts. As I said, I'm using cashew. And the green onion. Now we're going to make the sauce before we mix it all together. So everything will be added in together. So we'll be back. For the sauce, as I said, I'm not doing peanut butter, I'm doing the tahini, and I've measured out half a cup. I'm going to put everything in here, it's going to just be easier. With that, we are going to put 2 tablespoons of our vinegar. As I told you, it's the kombucha vinegar. Not as sour, if you like, as the apple cider vinegar. Then we get the soy sauce, and we need 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. To help mix it up, we're going to use 1/3 warm water. I boiled the kettle, and then it's just cooled down, so it was off the boil. So it really is just warm. We add that. That's going to help mix the tahini that much easier. Then we've got in here the garlic powder and ginger together. It's half a teaspoon of garlic and 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. Put that all in. That noise was because drat. Must have been a bit damp at the bottom of the container. And then we have a tablespoon of sesame oil. Use a good quality one because sesame oil can taste quite bitter. 1 tablespoon. And then I've got hoisin sauce, but it would be sriracha if you like. or hoisin, which I prefer. You can also do oyster, and it's going to be 1 tablespoon. Doesn't come out that easily. Same as sriracha, really. They are so mingy with it, they think that we don't need a lot. But we do. Here we go. And we're going to mix all of that together. Make a lovely dressing. Okay. Let's give it a good stir. I had this bowl here. If you don't want to make it, I've just decided to continue doing it in the jug, but if you want, you can use the bowl. I'm going to put the bowl aside because I'm going to just do it in here. It can just be easier. Mix, mix, mix until all the tahini or nut butter is amalgamated or emulsified with the other ingredients. Make sure there's no big lumps. You want it all to be a lovely smooth sauce or dressing. And then over it goes. Use the whole lot. Be decadent, be generous. If you're only making for one person or you're making so that it'll last you for 2 meals, please just do everything accordingly. The recipe today will be for a family of 5. So now we mix. Make sure you get those noodles lovely and well incorporated with the sauce. Bring those vegetables back up to the top as you're mixing. Now I must say, because of my broken bones, this mixing is quite difficult. It's not an easy task, so those who have got rheumatoid arthritis and other issues that affect joints, maybe ask someone else to help you mix. If there's no one around, just take it easy, do it in stages if you need to. Alright, I'm going to come back as soon as I've done this. And there we are. The salad is done. This will get some chicken on the side. I'll probably do a soy sauce and garlic chicken pieces, and it can be added to the salad or on the side. Again, you don't need as many noodles as I've put in, but to feed a family which includes hungry people, this is perfect. I ask you to enjoy it and let me know how it goes, and bon appetit.